Here with head coach Anna Nims, Sharna Ayers, and Maya Blake after the Demons pick up the win tonight over UTRGV. Coach, thoughts on this game before we get into some questions?
Yeah, a lot of grit, a lot of defensive grit, and then some resiliency down the stretch when the calls weren't really going our way. The game got a little too close for comfort, and then they locked down. They had a handful of possessions, and we missed some pretty good shots, took some good shots, missed them, and then collected on the other end and got some stops. And so as overall resiliency down the stretch, but I thought they showed a lot of fight today. And it was really good to get one off of a couple close games that we've played. So I was excited to see them pull that one away.
Yeah, I guess we'll start with Sharna. Talk about what Coach mentioned, that resiliency that you guys showed down the stretch when UTRGV was kind of closing the gap. What did it take to maintain and come away with the win?
We really just had to be locked in and focused. It was more about determination to want to win and do it for Coach and for ourselves. So, really it was. So we just had to lock in, double down, lock in at the end of that game. So, yeah.
And you mentioned it. I know obviously Coach and her relationship with Coach Lord. How much did you, the other seniors, this group, how much did you guys want to push and get this win? Kind of for her, but obviously for yourselves, obviously.
We just came off those 2 losses, which was heartbreaking for us, but we just knew we had to come in and do everything that we could possible to, lead us to a win.
Maya, 31 points tonight. You've been on an absolute tear the past few games. Getting a win like this after those frustrating games at Stephen F., at Lamar, what does it mean to you to be able to, not just for yourself, but for the team, come away with the win and you have another big night?
I feel like this win is important to us. I feel like with the next few games coming up, we got a chance to streak up again and build that confidence again. I feel like we showed a lot of togetherness today, and that was very important, especially in the fourth quarter, last 5 minutes.
Got to ask you, the coach talks about all the time, and we see the numbers that you're putting up, that V's putting up, that Sharna's putting up, how role players are so key and so important. How proud of you and how excited were you to see what Carla was able to do tonight with 11 points? I know you hit her a couple of times with some fast breaks and found those open looks. For how excited to see what she did tonight?
Very excited. I already knew she was capable of it. It was just her showing up. Yeah.
Coach, expound on that. We talk about those role players and those crucial minutes, and 11 points from Carla after you get 31 from Maya, 20 from Sharna. You get those that extra help.
Yeah, we've talked about it all year. I've told anybody that'll listen, we have a lot of firepower. I think we have a 3-headed beast with Sharna and Maya and V, but we have so much firepower. So whether we call it a beast, but we need those points. I went through a handful of them the other day and I was like, I need this out of you. I need this out of you. It may not come from the 3-point line, but there was so much grit and second chance opportunities. And I thought Carla's done not just phenomenal tonight, but she did phenomenal in our last game. She went in, she guarded a 5, she created extra possessions. I think she had 6 rebounds at half tonight. But she's playing incredibly well. She made some really nice passes. I don't think tonight she was at all offensive driven. I think all that came to her. And she was tremendous. And at SFA, I think she knocked down a couple open 3 balls. And so if we can continue to, our bench continue to grow there, and everybody really own their role, and be excellent, I think we haven't even scratched the surface yet, because I've told Patrick over and over, we have so much firepower still sitting there, but 11 new faces and we're still learning. We're almost halfway through season with 1 more game. We're almost halfway through conference, and I think you're starting to see it, but we haven't caught all the way. We haven't hit stride all the way yet, but when we do, that's tough, because defensively they've got it down, but I think offensively we still got more to offer.
You talked about in our pre-game interview how important offensive rebounds were going to be, especially after that Lamar game. 16 today. How proud are you of that? Big time.
It was a game key for us. We're leaving too many possessions out there. We're a team that we shoot quick, we shoot long, but we've got to have those 3 to the board. And I thought they did a really nice job. I thought Clarence and Jazz, man, they did phenomenal tonight on a young lady that continues to impress me from afar with her rebounding skills and determination on that. Chaz and Clarence held her to 4 offensive rebounds. She still came away with a double-double, but 4 offensive rebounds, and that was a game key. I think Jazz and them took it personal they were going to make sure that, you know, they collected. I think Jazz had 9 rebounds, you know, but the biggest thing is we can do that every night. You know, let's make that a game key every night for the things that we're starting to piece together. That's got to be an every night kind of thing. And then that's when you start seeing championship behavior.
Sharna, obviously a big win tonight after those frustrating games on the road. What do we need to do to kind of keep this momentum that, like Maya talked about, we're trying to build again going, because we're on the road for 3 more starting on Saturday?
I think it starts in practice. You know, everyone's got to come in, all 16 of us, come and work hard, really pay attention to our scout, and just make sure we're locked in for the rest of the week leading up to these games.
Before I let y'all go, I got to ask Coach how this one feels personally for you. I know that you and Coach Lord shared some thoughts before the game, had a nice moment after the game. What does this one mean to you?
I mean, obviously, it's definitely what you wanted out of the outcome. I'm proud of the girls. It's not about me. And in fact, I actually had, when Patrick asked me the same thing, I guess the feeling I'm feeling actually is gratitude towards him, because he gave me my first start as a 24-year-old GA into being a head coach, and then obviously took me over to UTRGV as his associate head coach. So there's a lot of gratitude, but I'm really happy to have that gratitude towards him with a W.
Sharna, Coach, Maya, thanks so much.
Welcome.
Thank you.